Ever feel like your dreams are kind of like, distant galaxies shimmering out there, but just
Yeah.
so far away?
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a shortcut, right? Maybe, just maybe, this 4x44 manifestation method everyone's buzzing about, maybe it's the answer.
Interesting.
You've probably heard the word manifestation thrown around, right?
Yeah.
It's all about like aligning your thoughts and energy to kind of attract what you want in life. But how does it really work?
Right.
And can it really be a shortcut to happiness? Big questions.
Well, what I find really interesting about the 4x44 method is that it's like a really structured approach to manifestation.
Okay.
It's not just kind of vaguely hoping for good things.
Right.
It gives you this clear framework.
Okay, so like a roadmap.
Exactly. For turning those desires into, actual reality, think of it like tuning your internal radio.
Okay.
You're dialing into the specific frequency of your goals, amplifying that signal you're sending out to the universe.
Okay, so we're not talking about like magic spells or wishing on stars.
No.
This is like grounded in something real.
Exactly. There's a very practical element to it. The core action of the 4x44 method is actually really simple.
Okay, lay it on me.
You write an affirmation
Okay,
44 times a day
44 times.
for 4 consecutive days.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of writing.
I know it sounds like a lot, right? But there's a fascinating psychological reason behind it.
I'm intrigued. 44 times a day. Why that number?
So, research shows that repetition is really key
Okay.
to rewiring our subconscious minds. Think about how we form habits, right?
Yeah.
It's through consistent, repeated action.
Yeah.
The 4x44 method uses that same principle. It leverages repetition to really imprint those affirmations deep down in our minds, aligning our thoughts and beliefs with what we want to achieve.
So you're like carving a new pathway in your brain, right?
Exactly. Making it easier to attract, what you truly want.
So it's not just mindlessly scribbling words.
Oh, no.
There's real intention behind it.
Absolutely. And remember, the energy we put out there matters.
Right.
The more we focus on what we want with real intention, with positive energy, the stronger the pull.
Like a magnet?
Exactly. We're drawing it
Yeah.
closer to us. It's like fine-tuning that radio signal
Yeah.
to make sure it reaches its destination.
I love that analogy. It makes the whole energy thing make a lot more sense.
Good.
Now, you mentioned earlier the 4x44 method has like a framework. Can you break that down a little?
Of course. So this method is built on 4, we call them pillars, right?
Okay.
4 key pillars. Each one is a crucial part of the manifestation journey. They kind of give us that roadmap leading us to our desired outcomes.
Okay, so a roadmap for manifesting our dreams. Love it. Let's start with the first pillar, clarity of intentions. Why is that so important?
So imagine this. You're setting sail without a destination.
Uh-oh. Lost at sea.
Exactly. You'd just be drifting aimlessly.
Yeah.
And it's the same with manifestation. Having a clear intention is like setting your compass. You're defining what you want.
Okay, so instead of just saying, I want to be successful, we need to get more specific.
Much more specific.
Like, I am a successful entrepreneur leading a thriving online business.
Precisely. The more specific, the clearer the signal to the universe.
Like programming the GPS with the exact coordinates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the emotions behind those intentions, that's important too, right?
Yeah, you have to feel it, not just think it.
You got it. Emotions are the fuel that power the whole manifestation engine. The stronger the emotional connection, the more powerful it becomes. It's about feeling that joy, excitement, gratitude, as if, it's already yours.
Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so first pillar, clear intentions, check.
Check.
Now, what about the second pillar, vibrational alignment?
Okay, good one.
What exactly does that even mean?
So think of yourself like a tuning fork, right?
Okay.
You give off a unique frequency based on your thoughts, your feelings. To manifest, that frequency has to match the frequency of what you want.
So we have to be on the same wavelength as our goals.
Exactly. It's like making sure you're tuned to the same radio station.
Okay, so how do we fine-tune that? How do we make sure we're vibrating at the right frequency?
Well, one of the most powerful ways is cultivating gratitude.
Yeah.
Start your day, end your day by thinking about the good things, no matter how small.
So like even just being thankful for a sunny morning.
Absolutely. It shifts our focus from lack to abundance. It creates this positive energy. And just as we got to cultivate those good feelings, it's just as important to, release the negative ones. Doubt, fear, resentment, those are like static on the radio.
Blocking the signal. Yeah, it makes sense. Those negative thoughts can really mess things up.
That can.
Okay, so we've got our clear intentions. We're working on our vibes. What's next?
All right, so the next pillar, this is focused action.
Okay, so now we're doing something.
Yes, exactly. Manifestation, it's not about just, sitting back and waiting.
So it's not magic.
No, no magic wands here. It's about moving towards your goals, aligning your actions with your intentions.
So it's like you've set the destination on your GPS, tuned your radio, now it's time to actually hit the gas and drive.
Yes, exactly. And a great way to do this is to break down those big goals into smaller steps, make it manageable.
Yeah, exactly. So it's less overwhelming.
Bite-sized pieces. So it's about consistency, taking action regularly, even if it's small, and always keeping that big picture in mind.
You got it. It's about consistency, not intensity. Small actions, done regularly, build momentum.
And every step sends a signal.
Every step sends a signal.
I'm liking this roadmap more and more.
Good, good.
Okay, so we've got clarity, good vibes, and we're taking action. What's the final pillar to make this all work?
The final pillar, this is a big one, unwavering belief.
Okay.
It's the wind in your sails,
I like that.
right? Propelling you toward your destination, the foundation of manifestation. Without it, even the best intentions, the most aligned actions, they might fall short.
So you're saying even if we do everything right, if we have doubts, it can still hold us back? It can. We all have these limiting beliefs, right?
Yeah.
Those little voices telling us we're not good enough, not deserving, they can really weigh us down.
It's like having an inner saboteur. How do we fight that? How do we cultivate unwavering belief?
Well, the first step is awareness. You got to recognize those beliefs, right?
See them for what they are.
Exactly. Then you can start to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true, or is this just a story I'm telling myself?
Right, a lot of it's probably just old baggage.
Often, yeah.
So much of this is about unlearning those old patterns.
It is, yeah. It's about reclaiming your power, believing in yourself and your ability to create the life you want.
I love that. And once we start to see those limiting beliefs, then what?
Well, then you replace them with empowering ones. This is where affirmations are super powerful. Speaking positive statements as if they're already true, that can really reprogram our minds.
So instead of I'm not good enough, it's I am capable and deserving.
Exactly. It might feel weird at first, but with practice, it makes a difference.
You start to believe it. You do.
This is all making so much sense. We've got the 4 pillars. But I'm curious, what about specific techniques? Are there things people do to, really boost their manifestation?
Oh, for sure.
Can you share some insights on those?
Yeah, so we talked about affirmations, but there are other popular techniques that can really enhance things, make those desires feel real and attainable.
This is where it gets really interesting. Tell me more.
Okay, so visualization. This is powerful. Athletes use it. Artists, successful people.
Okay.
You're basically imagining your desired outcome as if it's already happening.
So like a mental movie of your dream life.
Exactly. Engage all your senses. Feel the emotions, the joy, the gratitude.
Okay, so the more real we can make it in our minds, the better.
The stronger the signal.
Yeah.
And speaking of visual, vision boards are fantastic.
Oh yeah, those are popular.
Yeah, they're great. It's like a tangible representation of your desires.
Using pictures and words and stuff.
Right? Anything that inspires you.
I love that. It's like a constant visual reminder.
Of what we're working towards. Is there anything else that can help?
Yeah, scripting.
Scripting.
This takes visualization a step further. You're writing down your desired future in detail, as if it's already happened.
Oh, I like this.
You become the author of your own story.
So, like journaling, but with a very specific goal.
Yes, precisely. Describing your perfect day, your dream job, your ideal relationships.
And writing it all down with the intention of making it real.
Exactly. And finally, we can't forget about definitive action. This isn't just wishful thinking.
Right.
It's about making choices, taking steps that support your goals.
So it's aligning our actions with our intentions.
Exactly. Every action, big or small, it sends a signal to the universe.
Showing you're serious about this.
Exactly. So choose wisely and act with intention.
Wow, this has been incredibly insightful. We've covered so much.
We have.
From the basic idea of manifestation to all those pillars and techniques. I really want to dive into the specifics of this 4x44 method.
Okay.
See how it all works in practice.
Sounds good.
But before we do, why don't we all take a moment to just kind of absorb what we've learned?
Take a breath.
We'll be back in a bit to walk you through, step by step, how to use this 4x44 manifestation method.
Sounds great.
And don't forget, you can find more resources, a link to the Manifestation Matters website, all that good stuff in the episode description. That link could be your, shortcut to faster results and real-life transformation.
Absolutely. All right, welcome back. So we've talked about those pillars, all those techniques. Now let's really break it down step by step, the 4x44 manifestation method.
Yes, let's get practical. Where do we begin?
Choosing your affirmation.
Okay.
We touched on this before, but it's so important, right?
Yeah.
This sets a foundation for the whole journey.
It all starts with intention, sending out that signal to the universe. So how do we create a good affirmation? What are the key ingredients?
All right, so specificity is number one. Avoid those vague things like, I want more money.
Right. Be specific.
Be precise. Say, I am earning $10,000 per month from my thriving online business.
Okay, so paint a clear picture. What else?
Keep it concise.
Short and sweet.
Exactly. Make it easy to remember. And most importantly, choose something that really resonates with you emotionally.
It has to feel exciting.
Yes.
Something that really lights you up.
Exactly. Fuel it with passion, with real desire. And always, always frame it in the present tense.
Oh, right. I am successful, not I will be successful.
Yes, exactly. Speak as if it's already happening. And lastly, gratitude.
Okay.
Express appreciation as if it's already yours.
Like, I'm so grateful for my loving and supportive partner.
Perfect example. The more gratitude you feel, the higher your vibration.
Attracting even more good stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, affirmation, check.
Yeah.
Specific, concise, it feels good, present tense, lots of gratitude. What's next?
The writing process.
Okay.
The heart of the 4x44 method. This is where that 44 times a day for 4 days comes in.
The repetition. What's the best way to approach this? How do we make it, feel less like homework and more like a ritual or something?
Find a quiet space.
But no distractions. Some people like a journal, others lose paper, even a digital doc. Whatever works.
Whatever feels right.
Exactly. The key is consistency. 44 times every day, 4 days in a row.
44 times still seems like a lot. Why is that number so important?
So there's a reason. It goes beyond just stating your desire. With each repetition, you're making a choice.
Okay.
You're choosing to shift your energy to align with your goal. Writing it down, it engages your mind and body.
Reinforces the message.
Yes, on a deeper level.
I'm seeing the power of it. It's not just filling pages, it's really intentional.
Exactly. Here's a tip. Try reading your affirmation aloud as you write.
Oh, interesting.
It adds another layer.
Engaging another sense.
Exactly. A powerful declaration.
I like that. Giving those affirmations a voice.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got our affirmation. We're diligently writing it 44 times a day for 4 days.
Right.
What's the final step?
The final step is letting go.
Letting go.
And this can be the hardest part.
Real. After all that effort, now you have to surrender. Let go of attachment to the outcome.
That's kind of counterintuitive.
It is, yeah.
We put all this work in, focus our energy, and now we have to just release it.
It's an act of faith, trusting the process even if you don't see results right away.
So we're letting go of the need to control everything.
Yeah.
Trusting that the universe has got this.
Exactly.
But what about doubts? What if you start to worry, overthink? Those thoughts can be so hard to shake.
Doubts are normal. They're part of the process. The key is not letting them take over. If you find yourself obsessing, feeling negative, gently redirect your focus.
So acknowledge the doubts, but don't dwell on them. What are some ways to redirect our focus when that happens?
Remember those techniques. Visualization, scripting.
Yeah.
Those can be really helpful. Visualize your desired outcome. Feel it as if it's already happened. Read your scripting. Immerse yourself in that story. It helps shift your vibration back to where it needs to be.
It's like reminding ourselves of the positive, reinforcing those good beliefs. But how do we know if it's working? Are there, signs to look for?
The universe often communicates in subtle ways. Pay attention to synchronicities, signs,
Synchronicities.
unexpected opportunities, chance encounters, a sudden shift in your perspective.
So it's about being open, noticing the little things,
Yeah.
trusting our gut.
Exactly. Now, I know there might be some questions about this method. Let's address some of those common concerns.
Yes, let's clear things up. I'm sure our listeners have questions.
So one of the first things people ask me is will this actually work for everyone?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And I'm happy to say, yes, it does.
That's good to hear.
The 4x44 method, it uses these universal principles.
Okay.
Energy, psychology, stuff that's accessible to anyone. It doesn't matter your background or your beliefs.
So it's not just for certain personality types or people who are already really into spirituality and stuff.
Nope, not at all. That's awesome.
Another thing people ask me is, can I manifest multiple things at once?
Ooh, yeah, I was wondering about that. So technically, yes. but it's usually better to focus on one or two main things at a time.
Right. Don't spread yourself too thin.
Exactly.
Prioritize.
Give those top desires all your attention.
And then, of course, the big question, how long till I see results?
Right.
Everyone wants to know that. Is there like a set time frame?
Well, it really depends
Okay.
on how complex your desires are and how consistent you are with the method. Some people see changes fast, others, it takes longer.
So patience is key.
Patience and persistence. Keep trusting the process. Stay focused on that vision.
And even if we don't see those immediate results, we know the energy is still working.
It is, yeah. It's aligning things on a deeper level.
It's good to remember. Okay, so what about doubts? How do we deal with those pesky little voices that tell us it's not going to work?
Doubts are normal. Everyone has them. It's about not letting them take over. Acknowledge them, but don't let them get you down. Gently shift your focus back to your affirmation or your visualization.
So doubts are just thoughts. They're not necessarily true. We choose to focus on the positive.
Exactly.
Keep building those good beliefs. Okay, last thing, and this is important, this 4x44 method, it's not about replacing hard work.
Right.
It's not some magic solution where we just sit back and wait for miracles.
No magic wands here.
It's about taking action.
It is, yeah. It's about aligning your actions with your intentions.
So it's a tool to enhance our efforts, to create synergy between what we're doing and what we're thinking.
Exactly. It amplifies your efforts.
But we still got to do the work
You do. The 4x44 method, it empowers you, gives you control.
to create the life you want.
Exactly. But it takes commitment, it takes consistency, and it takes action.
This has been so eye-opening. We've gone deep into this 4x44 manifestation method.
We have.
And I think our listeners are feeling inspired and ready to start manifesting their own dreams.
I hope so. It's powerful stuff.
Uh-huh.
Remember, you have the power. You can create the reality you want.
So as we wrap up, any final words of wisdom? What should our listeners keep in mind as they start this journey?
The 4x44 method is a reminder. We're not just passive observers in our own lives. We have the power to shape things by aligning our energy, our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, all of it.
With what we want.
Exactly. It's a journey of self-discovery. And it all starts with a single powerful intention.
Beautiful. Well, to all our listeners out there, if you're ready to unlock your potential, to manifest a life filled with joy, abundance, and purpose, give the 4x44 method a try. Remember, we've got those resources for you, a link to the Manifestation Matters website, all that good stuff down in the episode description.
Absolutely. And as you explore this practice, I'll leave you with this. What dream, what desire are you going to manifest? Think about that. Let it guide you.
What a powerful question. We hope this deep dive has inspired you to tap into your own manifestation power. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics. And remember, this was a Manifestation Matters episode, guiding you toward a life of purpose and abundance. We'll see you on our next deep dive.